At this time, I would like to ask representatives from our school boards and our community to bring welcome and greetings to you and speak to you a little bit about why they feel this meeting is important to us all. And so first of all, I'm going to ask Susan Larosa from the York Catholic District School Board to come up and just say a few words of welcome.
Thank you, Susan. Good afternoon, everybody. It's certainly a pleasure to be here to welcome you, but also to show support for the school community roundtable. As a founding member of the Human Services Planning Coalition, and now I've been asked to co-chair the new Human Services Planning Board, I'm very much committed to ensuring that we always have opportunities to collaborate, all partners have opportunities to collaborate. I wanted to share with you, every day when I log onto my computer, I get a daily inspiration that shows up, and I have one of my favorites is, the real secret of making magic is a bunch of people working together. So I blew that saying up, and it's in my conference room, and it reminds us all the time that together, that we're better. So the first time I was involved, this doesn't look like much like open space technology because you're crowded, but the first time I was involved in open space technology, I was quite amazed that all the key issues were raised and addressed. I shouldn't have been amazed though, because I believe that all of us are born with unique talents. And when we share them with each other, we not only enhance our lives, but the lives of each other. So as partners in York Region and in schools, it's very important that we share our unique talents. I look forward to hearing the outcomes of today and to continue to work together on our responsibilities, because there are many, on the well-being of children in York Region. And the challenges never end. We know that. There are many every day. And so working together, it'll be a more positive environment for all of us. Just my last reminder every day, I say this to the Lord, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, and the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So I pray for courage for you today, to change the things that we can together. Enjoy the afternoon.
Thank you, Susan.
Thanks very much, Susan. It's my pleasure to be here as well. This is a great opportunity, and I'm illegally parked. But I'm in good company. I waited until I saw some from Sue's board parking there before I It is a thrill to be here, and I look around and I see quite a few familiar faces, and of course lots of new faces, and that's both of those things are wonderful. Some of you know that I just recently taken on this role. That's why I'm not quite as polished as Sue, or not nearly as polished as Sue, but she's coaching me, so that's a good thing. But formally, one of the roles that I had was actually to work very specifically in the area of community coordination and collaboration. And not only was it a role that I was assigned, but it's always been a passion of mine. So maybe that's why Bill Hogarth decided he might as well just assign it to me. So certainly it's very much a part of who I am. And I know that those of you who are closely associated with our public board know and have heard me say many, many times that really, while education is our core business, it's that public word in public education that really defines us. So I bring that to you into this discussion as our view, looking at this collaborative activity from our public education system. And I know that Sue, also representing the public board, public Catholic board, feels very strongly about that as well. So it makes for a wonderful working relationship, and we look forward to continuing that. I also wanted to say that thinking about this question, and it's not the first time Sue's raised this question, and certainly a question that comes up a lot. But I think that if one thought that I have, and am I supposed to share my thoughts now too? I don't want to give them the answer too soon, Sue. But I mean, from our perspective, one of the dilemmas that we've always faced as a public board is, to what degree do we play a role in collaboration with the community and in and being a catalyst for that collaboration. And at what point does that take us away from our core business in terms of the more formal education of our students? And while I think most of the people in here, this is a pretty safe audience, would say that that's really not a dilemma we should worry too much about, there are those out there who worry about that dilemma. But for me, there's a model that is very, very strong, and that is each of us need to think about what is our core responsibility, and that's what drives us forward day by day by day. But we also have to think about what do we share, what do we collaborate on, and those things we probably won't fix today, this afternoon, or tomorrow, but we will as we move forward into the future. So I think for me that's a powerful way of differentiating, and I try to keep that in mind as we move forward. So I look forward to the day, I look forward to your ideas, and continuing to collaborate to build a better community.